If you're looking for a unique, fresh meal where you can also overlook living with the land, the ride here at EPCOT, look no further than Garden Grill. Let's check it out. So the Garden Grill restaurant is a table service character dining meal located inside the Land Pavilion at Epcot, just above the land attraction. One thing you'll want to know is that the restrooms are just there to the right outside the restaurant, and just in front of you here is where you can park your strollers. If you are not eating here, you cannot park your stroller there, so just a heads up. This is the only rotating restaurant at all of Walt Disney World. As you can see here, there are lower seats right in front of you and then an upper level of seats beyond so everyone can get a view. And by view, I mean of the land attraction itself. That's right, you can see various scenes from Living with the Land all throughout your meal as it slowly rotates as they bring in your food. If you look there in that video below, you can see the ride vehicle making its way through what looks like the rainforest scene, and eventually it does rotate inside the interior. And I will say this is the one part where sort of at my periphery I can kind of feel myself moving, and it felt kind of strange, but it was still enjoyable nonetheless. Also, tip, when you are on this side of the ride, or I guess you could say the restaurant, it is a little hotter, I think, because that's where the doors are. So yeah, I definitely felt that. But anyway, moving on, like I said, this is a character dining experience. You are going to see Chip, you're going to see Dale, you're going to see Pluto, and you're going to see Mickey Mouse himself. And as always, Chip and Dale were a delight. They were really attentive with my kids and with everyone visiting nearby. They come multiple times. In fact, they were there waiting for us when we got to our table. And yeah, like so many other character dining experiences, that just adds a little extra magic to your trip. I would say they were pretty attentive here and definitely worth the visit. You know, they're in a unique setting, and of course, Mickey is there in his overalls and sort of farm gear. So yeah, I really enjoyed that part of it. Moving on to the food, it is Chip and Dale's Harvest Feast. We were there for lunch. It is family style, which means they bring you a bunch of food from this menu here, and then you all share. And there's also a small wine and alcohol beverage list for you. The first thing we got is this cornbread, which we found delicious. And here's a fun fact. Some of the food here is actually from the Living with the Land attraction, including this salad. And it was one of the best salads I've had on all of Walt Disney World property. And I'm not being hyperbolic. It was delicious. I'm still thinking about it. And everyone in our party agreed. They had some allergy-friendly options for some of our kids, which we really appreciated. And here's a look at the main course. So we get rotisserie roasted turkey, farm fresh green beans, some macaroni and cheese, backyard grilled steak with chimichurri sauce, some homestyle mashed potatoes, other seasonal vegetables, and of course that salad that I mentioned earlier. And for dessert, there is some delicious strawberry shortcake. I was thoroughly impressed with my meal here. I thought this was a cut above other meals you're going to get around Epcot and at other Disney theme parks. I like that it's family style, so you can get plenty to eat, and the food felt fresh, a little bit healthier than you're going to get in terms of a burger or french fries or chicken strips at other locations. So is this place for you? This costs $62 per adult and $42 for each kid aged 3 to 9. That is not cheap, and yeah, that's pretty high even by Disney standards, but it is character dining. Overall, I recommend going at least once. I like the different style of food here. I like being able to eat off of the land, and it's a unique and a rotating restaurant. So yeah, I highly recommend you try this place. Overall, I think it's a great place to try at least once and a good place to beat the heat with the kids. If you agree, let me know. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing.